Hey guys, welcome to Daddy Die's Crafty Corner. Happy Tuesday. Yes. So I'm doing some coloring this evening to do my 30-day coloring challenge for today. And I was doing some bears. And I thought I would come on and chit-chat with you guys because something very interesting happened this evening while I was coloring the bears. A little bit earlier, then I made dinner and now I'm back again. But I thought I would color these little bears up here, and then I'm going to put these together on a couple of different cards that I'm going to be making. And I'm going to show you all the cards at the end of this 30-day hashtag event. I'll show you all the cards that I've made. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Oh, let me show you a close-up real quick before I sit down. All right. So that's what I've done so far. So I've really done a couple of different colors. So on this bear right here, the darker of the bears, which is my go-to bear color, these are the mama elephant bears that I'm so crazy about, guys. And this one is the cub cuddles is the one I'm working on tonight. So this brown right here is my go-to brown for the bears. Now I've done it here and here, but I've used two different techniques. So this is just a smooth smooth blending, and this one I use some a dot technique to kind of give it some character and make it look a little furry or something. And this is my other go-to bear color. So I'm going to tell you what both of those colors are. This one right here, which is what we're going to do up here, is E27, 25, and 23. And then this little bear up here, which looks to be a little oranger, which is my second go-to colors for bears, is E15, 17, and 39. Oh, I guess you can't really see that because I'll put them below too, guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and color this and just chit-chat. I'll tell you a little story. Let's talk about it. So tonight I'm freezing to death. I have no clue why. I got this big old sweater on, long pants, long sleeve shirt, and I'm just so cold. All right, so I'm going to start with my lightest color, which in this case is going to be the 23. And I'm just going to try to color this without going out of the lines, because I've made so many mistakes the last couple of days in coloring. You guys would be shocked if I told you. And because I'm having to keep it so far away, I can't really see so great, you know? So let me just tell you, I'm sitting in here this evening. Pikachu and the princess already left. And I came in to do a little more coloring on these images. And I was going to start dinner. So I'm sitting in here and I'm coloring. And you know, when I'm coloring, my mind starts thinking about, the first thing is, my mind starts thinking about everything I need to finish up. It's kind of like going through the list of things that I need to do, you know, for today or tomorrow and then as I keep coloring, that goes away. And my mind starts drifting into just nothingness, you know, just kind of things, whatever. Well, today that happened. So I'm going through my list of things that I need to get done for tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got a doctor's appointment. I need to go to the grocery store because I never did that on Sunday. Never went. So now we've got hardly anything in the house for the week and I've got to go. So I'm going to go to the doctor 8:45 in the morning, and then I'm going to go to the grocery store, and I had something else on the list that now I've forgotten already. And so I was going through that whole thing, is what I was trying to say. And then I just went into nothing. And then I realized as I was coloring, it was actually this image right here that I was coloring, I realized I was singing a little song. And the little song was so old, and the memories attached to it were so vivid that I actually started crying. And I jumped up and I got my iPad so I could look up the words to the song. And so just before I tell you the song, I'll tell you what the memory was. So the memory was of my daughters, Chrissy and Susie, a.k.a. the nurse and school teacher. And they are running around the house with their teddy bears, and I'm actually holding my oldest daughter, Chrissy, at the time, and the little one is running around. And they're holding their teddy bears, and I'm singing a song to them, and they're just kind of going a little crazy as I'm singing the song. Well, the song was The Teddy Bears Picnic. Now, I have not thought of that song. I have not sang that song. I have not heard the song, nothing, for a good 30 years. But I'm going to tell you that song popped into my head, and as I sat here coloring, I knew almost every word to that song. Tears streaming down my cheeks. Sometimes it is just amazing what your memory can do, you know? It's absolutely amazing to me. It just, so crystal clear. I'm just sitting here. If you go down in the woods today, you better not go alone. And I was like, and I had to jump up because I was in shock. I could not believe the song. And it was one of those things where the memory was so clear, I could smell, am I using the right color? I could smell them. I could smell their babiness, their youngness. You know, I could smell the smell that reminded me of them from then, you know. It was pretty amazing, guys. That's all I'm going to say. It was just super amazing. So that's pretty cool how that stuff happens, right? I think so anyway. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm just adding a few shadows where I think they're going to end up being. And I was talking so much that I'm not even sure that that's where I really wanted them on this bear, but we're going to go with it. And this is just my standard. I can't say that I learned it from anybody. It's just what I do. But I know for sure there's going to be, see, I just went other lines. There's going to be a large shadow right here because this bear, this baby bear, is on top of his arm. So we know we're going to have a shadow there. But we also know there's going to be a shadow down here underneath of his arm. And his backside's going to be a little shadowed where the bear is too. And I like to do this little area here. And I'm just going to kind of go up a little bit there. So yeah, so that was my story for the day. I was going to post it on Facebook, but I was like, just thought I would come on and share it with you guys. All right, so then I'm going to go with my darkest color, which is E27, and I'm just going to hit some of the areas where I'm going to want a little more definition, where I'm really going to want him to look super darker, which is just right around the edges of where I've touched right here. Actually, I'm going to make this whole leg right here darker. Most of it darker. Good thing I'm making his nose brown. We're going to be able to save that, no problem. Because that was almost a fail right there. Okay. Then I'm going to come back in with my lightest color, and I'm going to start blending in. But I'm going to do this little trick that I do for the belly. Before I start coloring it in, I just make a little imaginary line, because I want to color that belly last, and I only want to do it once, so the belly's a little bit lighter. And then when I'm blending, I blend in a circular pattern. That way my inks are going to be really wet, and it's really going to capture, it's going to go up here and really kind of grab some of that other color. And then the reason I don't go back over this belly area until last is because I'm going to be going over with the medium color one more time. Okay. So then I'm going to be going back over some of the areas with the medium color, which is 24, and just kind of blending out a little bit. Again, in the circular motions, just to kind of make sure that the ink moves a little bit. And then we're going to go right back in with that light color before that ink has had too much time to dry. But again, missing my belly here. My make-believe belly. We're going to get him last. And now we're just going to go in and just touch the belly. There. Doesn't that look good? He looks pretty dilly dang good, doesn't he? Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then for the little bear, I'm just going to do these colors over here because I want the bears to be a little bit different. So I'm going to start with my E15. Let me make sure you guys can see me. I think I just totally went off camera here. The good part is the parts of the bear that got whacked with the dark color, I'm going to be able to fix. There are parts that were already going to be dark. Okay. For this little bear, because most of his belly is covered up by the arm, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do the same thing. Okay. Now for him, I'm going to do the same thing right around his little nose. I'm going to go in with my medium color, but very thin because it's a very small image. I do his little ears. I'm going to go right around his head because that's where his ears would shadow. I'm going to do underneath his arm. I'm going to do his entire bottom half of his leg, his rump and his tail. Okay, then I'm going to go in with my darkest number, which is E39, and right towards the end, right towards the edge. His little tail, and his little ear. Then I'm going to go back to my middle color. I'm just going to touch what I just did. Not really going to bring it out too much because we don't want the whole bear to be dark, but I'm just going to kind of touch what I've done just to make it wet. And then I'm going to come in with my lightest color, which is the 15, and I'm just going to start blending. There, he blended super cute. Look at that. I hope he's just a little bit lighter like this one by the time he dries. But isn't that super cool? You can see the bear's got all the little shadows where he should have, and it's just super cute. And then I'm going to come in with a light color, and I might switch it up, but I'm just going to come in right now with this E33 for their snouts. And the inside of their ear. And there you go. What do you think? And I'm going to come in and put some glossy accents on my little balloons. And I'm going to have this bear holding the balloons. And then I'm going to do, I think this bear right here is going to be with this set here on the card. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. So that's how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my little story. Oh my goodness, guys, I cannot begin to tell you. Sometimes our brain is a miraculous thing, isn't it? And that vivid memory that I had today was fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut out and get them posted over on Instagram. And I will see you guys tomorrow because we're going to do some stuff tomorrow in the office. Although for the life of me, I can't remember what it is we're going to do. It seems like I was going to show you guys something, but I'm not seeing anything to show you. Laying out here. Oh, I did this today. Here's one of those fails. All right. So I was trying some colors that I don't ever use. I have to say, I kind of like the green fade, right? The green fade up. Really like this red fade to pink. This orange, not so crazy about, and I don't know what that is. So that was a complete fail. Yeah, not so happy with that. But I did like the way the green turned out, though. That's where I got the idea for the green in this one, was from that color right there, from doing that mess up. And then to yesterday's was this. Isn't that super cute, guys? So pretty. I want to do another one of these. I'm going to make a couple of cards with these. And I think this one I'm going to cut out. And then I started coloring this one as well. I did this one the other day. And I want to do this one, but with really light pastel colors, like super, super light. So I'm gonna work on that one a little bit this week. But I just wanted to come on and share that story with you guys. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.